The 2012 Farm Bill will be the most significant piece of legislation affecting American agriculture this year and for some years to come. Congress is in the process of marking up, essentially reviewing the Farm Bill now. Expected in this 2012 version, elimination of the livestock title, which in the last Farm Bill produced the issues surrounding the proposed GIPSA rule. The current Farm Bill is set to expire on September 30th. NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen recently sat down with members of Congress to hear their take on the 2012 Farm Bill. That's on this week's Cattlemen's Capital Concerns.
I'm on the Agriculture Appropriations Committee, and among the things that probably will occur is the consolidation of about 23 conservation programs under 5 headings. And so I think that there are going to be some economies of scale there. We have to make sure that when we do those consolidations, we're still making sure that conservation is done in a way that complements a rancher or farmer's agricultural operation, and it's not a management plan that's imposed by a federal agency that cares only about wildlife values or public values. Because what will keep that land productive and vibrant and able to sustain a family, working farm and ranch family, is that family's ability to earn a living in a way that is sustainable over the long term in terms of the crops or livestock raised. So it's really important that those processes be rancher and farmer focused, not government agency focused.
Well, you know, one of my big priorities in appropriations is to continue to keep the ag research dollars at a level that really supports a growing agricultural economy. It's something that the government has done since the beginning of the land-grant college system. I'd like to see that extended even to other programs that aren't necessarily part of land-grant colleges, but produce lots of ag graduates and could produce lots of competitive examples of what you can do in agriculture. And we were able to do that last year to keep the funding level, which in the fights we were in on ag spending, keeping the funding level on research was a big victory, and it's really an important part of what the federal government can do to continue to see that American farmers are at the forefront of producing livestock and crops that are the best in the world.
Well, my priorities are going to be to make sure we have a safety net. Agriculture is a very risky business. You've got a lot of money on the line every single year, and it's impacted by the weather and environment and market prices. And so for me, I would love to see a livestock indemnity program, disaster programs, a forage program that would come in situations where we do have disasters that impact the cattle industry. That's critical to me. Much like crop insurance helps the commodity side of things, I think we also need to have some protections for our cattle producers.